Hello everyone! Today we're going to run through Chanel's Summer 2011 collection. So first let's talk about the nail polishes, which are always the most popular. I'm wearing Morning Rose on my fingers at the moment. It's a sparkly medium pink and it looks great on all nails. It almost has a jelly finish, which I think makes it nice and fresh for summer, the perfect pink to wear this season. This has quickly become one of my favorite Chanel polishes of all time. Next is Mimosa, which is the hot Chanel nail polish for this collection. I'm actually wearing it on my toes, and I'm not a huge fan of yellow on my nails, but on my toes it looks great. It looks very bright against my tan toes, and this is also shimmery as well, which makes it a standout color from all the matte yellows out there. Both of these nail polishes are perfect in 2 coats. That's all you need. Beige Petal, on the other hand, is the sheerest of the nail polishes. The reason I bought this though, even though it is the sheerest, is because I wanted a color that's nice and neutral to wear to weddings and any formal occasions where I feel like a bright nail isn't so appropriate. It's perfect in 3 coats, but the shimmer is not as noticeable as in Morning Rose or Mimosa. This is dupeable, so I don't highly recommend it, but it is one of my personal favorites. Next, we have the bronzers from this collection, which are my favorites. I actually haven't tried the rose color on my face yet, but it seems that most people actually prefer this color to the coral version, which is rather dusty because I used it for the tutorial and I've been using it for the last couple weeks since I purchased it. These bronzing powders are very moisturizing though, so if you prefer a matte bronzer, I highly recommend Dior's matte. Combination skin does work well with it as well, but oily skins might want to stay away even though it is so beautiful. I feel that this color for me is best because I like a coral colored blush, and I feel as though these 3 particular colors have less of a pink tone and have more of a bronze tone, which is what I look for in a bronzer that I use all over my face. The shimmer quality is very fine, so you don't have to worry about chunky glitter, and this brush included in the Chanel powder is one of the best bronzer brushes that you'll ever get in a compact. They are expensive, but you do get an immense amount of product with these, so I highly recommend them. Next, we have the limited edition waterproof pencil in Rose Platine. This is a beautiful color and I'm wearing it on my lower lash line. It stays put all day, and though I don't recommend it for the upper lash line because you don't really get much color out of it, it's one of my favorite pencils to use to bring some shine to my lower lash line without using a harsh white shimmering pencil, which I feel is a little too obvious sometimes. This is great for those who just want that subtle shimmering look right below your lashes. Next is the Pink Peony Glossamer, which I'm not a huge fan of. I think a lot of Glossamers look the same on my very medium pigmented lips, so this is not a winner with me, but I do like it, and I like it enough to keep it because it's packed full of silver shimmers, as you can see. Next is their Lilium Eyeshadow Quad, which is what I'm wearing on my eyes. My take on this eyeshadow look was very simple, utilizing most of the lime green and the deep forest green here. I don't feel as though this is an absolute must-have, but I have to admit that I do like the lime green color and the taupe eyeshadow color very much. The taupe color is unlike anything else that I have from Chanel. Next, I have 2 permanent products that I'll be using today. This is a Chance Rouge Coco Shine, and a lot of people have asked me what I thought about this particular range of lipsticks because you guys know I am a Chanel-ophile, but Chance is my only Rouge Coco Shine for one particular reason. This is the only color that I really wanted to buy from this line. I love how it's moisturizing like a balm and it provides just a touch of color, but this is probably the only one that I'll buy that's a permanent color. Next is my favorite foundation of the moment. This is Chanel's Vitalumiere Aqua in B30. The name of the color is Beige Sable. It comes with a squeeze bottle, which I absolutely adore. This is actually the cheapest Chanel foundation at $45, and it is the best one by far. I absolutely love it. This is an indispensable product for me, and you guys know that I adore Chanel foundations, so that's saying a lot. I think this is great for oily skin and for combination skin because it keeps my skin matte and it keeps it looking fresh without using too much. All I use is 1 large pea-sized amount, and it covers my entire face, all the redness that I have on my cheeks, and I don't have an oily T-zone at the end of the day. So that's all of the insight that I have to share with you today. If you have any further questions about the products that I used, just go ahead and leave them below in the comments and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. And now let's get on with the tutorial. I'm going to begin with my Vitalumiere Aqua in B30. You can use a foundation brush, but in the morning, I personally use my fingers just because it's faster. Now that my skin has been nice and evened out, I'm going to use my Pêche Tendre. This is a sheer loose powder in pressed form. I'm going to pick it up with a brush, and I'm going to sweep this across my face. Now I'm going to fill in my brows using Chanel's Brow Kit. First, I'm going to take the comb and sweep it through my brows to remove any powder excess. Then I'm going to take the little angled brush that Chanel provides in the kit, and I'm going to mix the darkest shade and the center shade. Now using any spoolie brush, just groom through your brows and make sure that the powder is well blended in. Now that my brows are complete, I'm going to apply my By Terry eyeshadow primer. Once the eye primer is nice and blended in, we're going to pick up the top right eyeshadow color here. It's a very pale peachy pink, and I'm just going to pop this right along my brow as a highlight and bring it straight down to blend. Now I'm going to blend it out with a finger to make the highlight less obvious. Now I'm going to take the other side of my number 2 Chanel brush and pick up the pale celery green here. I'm going to place it all over the front half of my eyelid, taking it slightly past the crease and popping it right in the inner corner. Unfortunately, the footage here was lost, but all I did was take the same number 2 brush and sweep the dark forest green eyeshadow all over the outer half of my eyelids. Now that we've applied the color to the outer half of the eyelid, I'm going to go in with my Chanel number 12 brush and blend out the edges. Now that we've blended out some of the green, I'm going to take the taupe eyeshadow color in the bottom left-hand corner, and using the same number 12 brush, just pop that in the crease so that we get a nicely gradient shadow look. Now taking an applicator and that dark green, I'm going to pop some right at the lid where I have some fading. Then I'm going to take a Chanel number 3 brush, and using the taupe color here again, I'm going to line my lower lash line with this color. Sweep away any shadow fallout with your brush. Now I'm going to take the Rose Platine waterproof eyeliner pencil, and I'm just going to pop that right on my lower lash line. And blend it in toward the back. Now I'm going to take Chanel's automatic waterproof liquid liner, and I'm going to very lightly line my eyes. I'm just placing the brush against my lashes. And ever so gently, I'm going to give it a slight flick. I went back and accentuated the line just a little bit more. Now I'm going to add some Hypnus waterproof mascara to both my upper and my bottom lashes, and then I'm going to pop on these falsies, which are really, really nice and wispy. Now that the lashes are on, I'm going to zoom out so we can finish the rest of the face. Instead of using bronzer and blush, I'm only going to be using the Bronze Coral, and I'll actually be using this applicator for the bronzer. So picking up the product in one sweeping motion, I apply this directly to the cheek and brush up so that the coral color deposits onto my cheek first. And brush it down to sculpt the face just a little bit. And now using the other side, I'm only going to pick up the top 3 colors. Tapping off any excess, I'm going to sculpt the jaw and bring the bronzing powder down my neck. Then I'm going to take it right past up my temple in this little C-shaped motion. Make sure you brush it into the hairline. Now for the lips, I'm going to be using this Chance Rouge Cocoa Shine. And I'm going to top it with the 365 Pink Peony Gloss. Purse your lips together to evenly distribute the gloss. And that's the final look. I hope you guys liked the look. I wanted to keep it nice and simple, really green, and I know it's not too close to the ad campaign, which I usually stick to, but I wanted to do something that fit my own eye shape and facial features better, so I hope you guys understand. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!